Sanbonani, igama lami uSipho and I'm back with another video. So, this is a message to the Africans. Dear Africans, dear Africans all over the world, we've seen how we've been treated. Let me take you back. We've seen from how colonialism have treated Africa. We've seen how America treated African countries. We've seen it. We've seen in each and every way. Let me give you certain examples. In Zimbabwe, we all know the history of how many Zimbabwean people were killed by the white people. I'm not promoting violence. I'll never promote violence. I'm just teaching history of what happened. But when Zimbabwean people took their land by force, they were sanctioned hard. And don't tell me that it's those who created it. Even the recent American presidents are racist too. How can we let a country suffer like that? For why? For what reason? Because of they've took justice in their own hands, while the other people who were taking the other justice in their own hands, nobody said a thing. It was just making it to the newspaper. Nobody sanctioned them. But let's move on to that. Dear Africans, please recognize South Africa's efforts to the dignity of Africa. Maybe you're not recognizing it. I see you pushing the hypocrisy of making us look like xenophobes. I see when people getting arrested, talking like, I hate South Africa. People, we just want to take you home. People want to go to Dubai. That's the level of self-hatred. That's the highest level of self-hatred. They think we hate them. Oh, if they knew how much they hated themselves, they would understand. And it's not a bad thing to recognize that I was hating myself. Then start to love yourself. Look at the battles that we are fighting in the international war, in the international stage, where we're trying to restore our dignity as black people while we're fighting us over small thing here in South Africa. We are fighting for dignity of people, black people. Let me give you some examples. We are the one who stood. We can all agree that America is not the good justice minister of the world. He's not the good justice minister of this world. And he has appointed himself to be the justice minister, and he's the worst justice minister of this world. He killed people in Afghanistan and said he was in Iraq. It was a mistake. Then he killed people in North Vietnam. People, for his own good reasons. He since the apartheid started in 1928, these people, America have the CIA. They knew what's happening here. They knew. They had the newspapers. They knew the real story. They just wanted to push their agenda. So you understand that they can't be the judge of this world. Now it's Israel and Palestine. On the other side, there are too many stories of Ukraine and Russia. Russia said NATO shouldn't move any further because of his security reason of what they agreed to. But they're sending billions and billions and billions so they can push their agenda. On the other side, they they are destroying the world. Like they are this, we can all agree they are not good justice minister. So us as South Africa, we stood up to them. That's this. You call yourself a judge in promoting this, financing this genocide. What type of judge is this? Let's bring it to real life. Let's forget. Let's make these countries like people. You are in a court. A judge is financing, and we all know in the court, the judge is financing the killer to kill the victims here. What type of what is that? Now they're saying 21 days ceasefire. Ceasefire. We all want ceasefire. We all want ceasefire. At what cost? What does it really cost? What does it really cost? What does this really cost? You know, most of Americans who die are soldiers. Most of other countries' people who die are daily people life, who are daily people who want to take their kids to school to see their, if maybe you are a person like me, maybe you are changing your life, you're focusing on your family, you have this excitement for the family, for the future. Now it has to go to down to drain for what? For whose satisfaction? So, dear African, please recognize, we stood up at the UN. We said, these 2 seats without the veto, we're standing up for it. Nobody's saying nothing. We stood up for the Polish for not taking the arms from us. Because we stand up for what we believe in. We stood up for what we believe in since 94. We knew, I believe in black South Africans will be at the top of the hierarchy in South Africa, like they deserve to be. I believe we will, and we will spark it in Africa. So I know some of the countries will try to pull us down, because they wouldn't try to pull you down if you are already down. Meaning you are going on top, so they will try to pull you down. So accept it, know it, embrace it. Dear South African, embrace it. Embrace the change. Embrace it, love it. It's time for us to work hard and show other African the greater heights of what we can achieve. Dear Africans, please understand we are breaking curses in each dynamic. Now we at the BRICS. BRICS have the 40% of the money of the world capital. 40%, and South Africa is part of it. So I think you should look at a bigger picture instead of trying to pull us down. Embrace it. Please embrace the change. The change is coming. One day it's coming for you, brother. We are unlocking the curse. I'm unlocking the financial curse. We are unlocking the moral curse, so we can stand on the world stage and show them that who are the black people are. We stand on non-violence. We have been standing on non-violence. We were at Congo DRC. Our soldiers are killed at the Congo DRC. You think we like it? We have uncles who I know, an uncle I know, a father to a friend, died in the DRC. So I think we should look at this thing at a bigger scale, that we are doing what we can do. That's why we are dragged down. Nobody embrace South Africa for doing the effort it's been doing for because of we've been promoting one thing, peace. We've promoted peace to the Boers in 1994. We've promoted peace. Even we have some who kill black people and feed them to the pigs, which I'm still disgusted by, and every day